You're just in time. Saved you a seat for the Pillars of Man, your number one podcast for the best conversations you could find aimed at male self improvement. And tonight is all about putting you in the driver's seat. It's giving you back all the control you could possibly want, that you could possibly ask for when you were on your way to living your very best life. There is definitely good news and bad news that comes with it. But I love this framing, or, just this particular viewpoint. I'm going to dive as deeply as I can into tonight. I love it because it works at any level, and it works at any stage of life, and it works for any man that is willing to. Control, most human beings will seek control because we have desires and we have these plans for our life. You want these very specific outcomes and results to happen in a specific time frame. I have these decades of my life planned out. I want my 20s to be like this, I want my 30s to be like this, I want my 40s to be like this, and so on and so forth. It's in the micro and it's in the macro. Like, our need to be in control. Ideally, you want to control just how the rest of your day is going to go. I would love for today to be a good day rather than a bad day, and you try and control it towards that being as good as possible. And then you spread that out over life. And yeah, oh, let me get some of that control for health, and control for relationships, and control for friendships, and control in my family, and control for this and that. And then it can grow out of control, no pun intended. It can get absolutely wild, because then it's like, I want to control the world, and I want to control the universe, and I want to. You may already see where I'm headed with this. It's impossible. It cannot be done. Life is all about separating everything that's happening to you right now. You can literally just use the events of today. If I am starting your day with you right now, that's awesome. But then you're really going to be thinking about this for the rest of your day. But if not, this is the end of your day. You just got home from work, or you are watching me on break or something like that right now, and you're right in the middle of it. Okay, whatever. Just use what is happening to you at this moment, just a few hours ago, for the next few hours. You have to separate that into what I call controllables and uncontrollables. You're going to want to take some time doing this. And you can start anywhere. But when you really begin to build both these lists, one of two things will most likely begin to happen. One is the uncontrollables will vastly outnumber what you can control. And then two, the more you think about, well, what can I really control, and what is truly and genuinely out of my control? There is nothing I can do about this. Just as you begin to turn the cogs in your head to generate these two lists, they will grow as you think about them. Of course, eventually you'll run out. It'll stop. But it's pretty crazy. And I say that because it's so difficult to realize what's meant for you to do, to have a say in. You have a choice. This decision is up to you and you alone. And then you'll have so many things that, see, uncontrollables, I argue you don't have any business really even giving these guys too much thought. Maybe the only mental capacity your uncontrollable should be taking up is knowing them, seeing them, and knowing them, so that you can build the self awareness and identify whenever one of these come up, you can just flip it off. I mean, well, depending on what it is. But what I mean is, you know, this doesn't matter. I don't care. I do not care. You shouldn't care. It has nothing to do with you. The reason why I say it's got nothing to do with you is because you can't do anything about it. I love, oh, and okay, like, here we go. It's just, I love this framing of controllables and uncontrollables, because the controllables set you free. Period. The controllables will take you wherever you want to go. And where I got you. I got you. The uncontrollables will weigh on you. Maybe you can. Maybe you it's already beginning to expand this frame of, a world view, so to speak, a viewpoint of life. Uncontrollables. They burden you. They make it more difficult for you to do whatever you want. I really do mean that. I always, if you know me, I had to do it. Okay. Because, I'm not trying to be an enabler or some, whatever, something along those lines. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting anybody else. Okay. That is plenty. That's still, I don't know, the rest of existence for whatever you want to do. And trying to live your best life and be successful and self improve, be the best man you could possibly be, wear don your crown, becoming king of your own life. All of these pathways to self mastery as a man for the rest of your natural born life is infinitely harder the bigger your uncontrollable list is. And here's the thing, it's not the size of the list. It's whatever counts as an uncontrollable for you, that you are, maybe because you are not aware, mistakenly trying to control. Control is actually so important. I'm not with it. The new age, what is it? A lot of people say woo woo, where, oh, let go of control, go with the flow. Things will happen. Everything will fall into place. Your life is gonna happen in the way that it will, and it doesn't matter what you. No, absolutely not. Because I I can't sit well with that, because I believe you are capable of so much. I believe that we all are. I mean, this isn't even really a male thing, it's much more of a human thing. But especially for you, me, and all of our fellow kings trying to do great things in life. There is a lot going on there. I Please hear me. It's not. It has this has nothing to do with current capabilities, your current skill level, and your current mental and physical capacities and whatnot. Those things can be worked on. They can be practiced. And they can be improved. Yes. Oh, you better believe it. They can be upgraded. What I mean is potential, as much as anyone would like to analyze it and think about it, scrutinize it, critique it, whatever, talk about it. It all comes down to what will be done. It will always come down to the actions that you're producing on a daily basis. When I say that, I want to give you all the control back. I do, and I want to give you the best kind. The best kind is knowing very specifically. This is this is with a very laser sharp, precise, very accurate mapping on a daily basis of what you should be trying to control. This is, yes, this is very close to knowing what you should be doing in life. But if we could begin now and really, I'll do my best to build kind of a list with you right here, just going off of what I believe to be some of the most common um, common aspects that bother guys. And then, of course, the most common ones all men have full control over. And if they accept and then take the control, you'll take your life to a much greater place than it is right now. And it's so much too. There's health, there is wealth, there is love. That's love encompasses so much. Love is the dating, the romance, the intimacy, marriage, children, your own family. It's so much. So to begin with, I would say that's all uncontrollable. I know exactly how that sounds. Well, then what's the point? Would okay, then what? Like, why bother dating? Because you have to be honest with yourself in life. That allows you to work with the truth. You must make truth your foundation, or you're building off of nothing. If it isn't the solid truth, this the truth ain't nothing but the truth, then you don't really have anything. I mean, really, what is if it's not the brutal, honest to God truth? I mean, what are these maybes and what ifs? And I feel and sometimes and I think and no, bro, my truth. And feel free. Oh Lord, here we go. This happens to me way too often on this show, but fair enough. To really emphasize clarity of helping you be in the best position for controlling exactly how your life is going to go, then when it comes to love and romance and all that, I'm a big fan. You could call me a bit of a hopeless romantic. In the 21st century, what is that? Is that asking for a death sentence? It is what it is. A part of my personal inner nature, I guess. And so the idea of one woman and the marriage, sickness and health until death do us part and all that good stuff, and then as many kids as possible, and then raising them, and then maybe hopefully I can live long enough to see them have kids, and then be right for at least a little bit a part of the grandkids lives. I know, super traditional, super classic, life goal for a man, but that's a lot right there though. I mean, that's so much. That's finding her, right? That's meeting. That's the you got to get the digits, and then you got to set up the date, and then there's a whole bunch of dates. I would hope there's a whole bunch of dates before the wedding bells begin to chime, and then right. I mean, this is a lifelong, journey to take with somebody else. That's a truth of my life, and truth is brilliant in this way because it'll light up your life. In terms of relationship, in terms of personal romance, that's a goal of mine. I know I want that, so I know where to go, because when I'm alone and I'm just kind of chilling with myself, and for whatever strange reason, this will dawn on me, and I'll think, okay, oh yeah, no, 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 yep, yep. Just like the thousands of other times I thought about this. Yes, I know I want that. That's what gives me that direction to take. And then after that, the rest of it is out of my hands. How stressful does that sound to you? It should not sound stressful at all. See, this is what I mean by the controllables. The controllables will, yes, the controllables will free you. It's very liberating. Okay. Because instead of worried about, oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to meet her? How many dates will I have to go on? Do I have enough resources? Am I tall enough? Am I handsome enough? Am I, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? All these, it's so many. It's like millions. All these little prerequisites, all these things that you're trying to take into account, that you're trying to be mindful and considerate of, all because you're trying so hard to control something you can't. I know how this is beginning to sound. This sounds, kind of depressing. This sounds right. This is like kind of you could even say nihilistic. This is like what is this? What is this red pill, black pill esque view? But I promise it's not like that, because I don't want you bogged down by the unnecessary. I don't want you to suffer needlessly. And what I mean by that is there's all these different parts of romance and whatnot that stress all of us out as guys. That shouldn't be. Because it really just all comes back down to how you treat yourself. I know. See, this is what I meant by, and this is just the first one tonight. This is just the first one tonight. I'll try and touch on as many as I can before the episode ends. But this first one right here, I know that sounds kind of crazy. So wait a minute, did I just say that in terms of dating and love and romance and marriage and whatnot? Is that what one? That is quite a bold claim, but all right, let me. All right, you gotta work with me, bro. You gotta give me a second. I am. I'm saying one. That one is we got one controllable. I gotta treat myself right. I gotta treat me right. Yes, bro. You and you. For me, me and me. And the uncontrollable is looks. Well, to a certain extent, but let me really just give you this first takeaway. It's good. I promise it's good. And looks and money, you right? We keep it going. Status, fame, social media following, height size, endowment size. Okay. And are you charming? Are you compassionate? Are you empathetic? Are you funny? Are you also very caring? Are you also kind of a savage? And and you're able to, you're a good listener, but you also know when to talk more when you need to, and then really, really, the conundrum of women. Am I right? It's a lot. It's a whole lot. Imagine letting all of that go and still being able to find success in dating and finding the woman of your dreams. How can that be possible though? How, no, like seriously. Because I just try to list so many things that I'm telling you to shove over to the uncontrollable side. Why? So many of these things are so important. These are like all the things that women think about when they're selecting, when they're shopping for the hubby. Fair enough. See, the divider, right? The divider, you got controllables and uncontrollables. The divider is, well, but what can you really do? I know that some of the uncontrollables I listed, like fame and money, looks, how handsome are you, and then all those other, traits and all these other skills and abilities and whatnot. Yes, of course, some of them you can control. Do any of them guarantee a lasting, loving, loyal marriage? Or are any of them, like bulletproof, foolproof indicators? You you're gonna meet her, and whoever she is, she's gonna be the one. No, I believe not a single one, and I really do mean that. I do. That's actually a really personal take, but I excuse me. That's a really personal take because I'm just a man that believes you could have all the money in the world. You could also be the most handsome guy in the world. You could also be. How about I don't have to continue saying it all back out. You can be Mr. Everything. You can be Mr. Everything. Being Mr. Everything to me does not entitle you. It does not guarantee you. It gives you a really good chance. I'll give it that. I'll give it. You've got to give credit where it's due. Being Mr. Everything has a lot of merit, but it's not a 100% promise. Oh, but treating yourself right is concrete, it's solid, and it is 100%. It just demands that you do it. If you can do it, it will be done. Really, I really want you to see this, bro. That's why it's just one. Okay? If you want love, and you might want a bunch of other things. We about to get started on those, but like right now, as I end on the first one for tonight, like love and life for a man, uncontrollables, all these uncontrollables, they're not for you to worry about. I promise they're not for you to worry. And I know. One last time, but like, wait a minute. The way I look, especially like facial attraction, is that not a thing? Oh, it absolutely is a thing. Don't shouldn't I be in shape? Shouldn't I be like pretty muscular? Isn't that better than being like what I'm saying, super kind of chubby and tubby? Hey, oh no, I'm not judging. No hate on my big bone kings. It's just okay, right? In terms of right, there is a certain body fat percentage and a certain baseline of musculature. Does does that not matter? Oh, it all matters, but they all pale to this one core ideal I would need you to embody. If you were to ask me, if you right here at the Pillars of Man, you ask me, Kumo, how do I get a wife? I would say you must, for the rest of your life, for the rest of your life, your best chance is you treating yourself as well as possible. That's what it comes down to. Now, now it might have already clicked. But the reason why it's just one, and I say it like that, It's like, yeah, you could accuse me of like, oh, okay, he's oversimplifying. Okay, he's condensing right here. That's why, sure, I guess, but it's still very true. I see this as very undeniable. When you treat yourself right in life, this means you would be working out. You would have a skincare routine. Just, keeping it clean. You would try to be on top of your sleep. You really want, your eyes, just your skin, everything, your complexion to look as healthy as possible. You'd be mindful of your appearance. you'd be intentional. You would be intentional with what you wear and your fashion and whatnot. I'm not telling any man to go out there and spend all his money on Rollies and the Finny, the Fitty, the Gucci, it's a lot of Italian words. Okay, I don't Versace. Okay, and whatnot. Okay, or is it not Italian? I don't know fashion like that. I just know it's a lot of words that end in the E. You got to help me out here. Very expensive branding. No, it doesn't come down to that. You don't have to actually spend that much, but you can absolutely control, putting together an outfit that really brings out the best in you personally, according to your taste and your body type. And yes, see, it's all it is. See, not only is this everything that you can control, but it is very intentional. It's all for you because it's giving yourself the best. One of my long-standing mantras on this show is look good. Look good, brother. No, my king, not to them, to you. You're treating yourself right. Look good to you. You look good, you feel good, you will do good, brother. You can't, you can't do that if you don't treat yourself right. You see, it all falls in line right there. The diet, I can drink this and I can eat this because I love drinking this and eating this. But is this going to give me my best health? That's a very yes or no. Or should I go for this workout? Should I not go for this workout? Again, very intentional. It's going to give you certain results. It's going to give you very defined outcomes. Only one of them is going to help you do better. Only one of them is going to treat you better. And this is what I mean. It should be a lot less stressful. Life is going to give you plenty of stress. Life is going to give all of us plenty of stress. You don't want to give yourself any more. It's unnecessary. It is unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like you in the trenches, taking, mortar fire and whatnot, and then it's like you're gonna accidentally drop your own grenade on yourself or something like that. First of all you boys around you, you know what I'm saying, like fighting side by side with you, and be like, bro, like, no way. But then you're also gonna really feel bad too, because it's like, man, that's my own grenade, like that. No one's trying to hurt me, but I'm about to do that to myself, bro. One controllable. It 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 goes, it pierces everything. It pierces everything. Okay, we can keep it going. If we can keep going, it's not just love. It's really everything. You want to talk about finances, and you want to talk about, here we go. All right, we go again, bro. But a lot of uncontrollables. Okay, and it's like you absolutely do need to control um, budgeting and the branding and the business plan and what type of business, what's the product, what are you going to sell, what is your skill set, what are you doing that's valuable, what are you offering to other people that is of value, etc., etc., etc. Okay. All those things can be very stressful for you to worry about, and it's like, oh wow, I need to take all of this into account if I'm trying to get rich. I would say not necessarily. I would say actually a bunch of these are once again kind of out of your control. What is within your control is to get really good at one thing. That's within your control. The economy, the market, fluctuations, outreach, okay, like actual, the securing of clientele, and then the transaction actually going through, and then the customer satisfaction, and then like receiving a testimonial, and then whatnot, and then the business, again, slowly building, and everything is to be taken into account. It's not that you can completely ignore all of these things, but you want to talk about what you can really focus on. What is for you to control though, rather than all of this? Again, it's probably more than one. This is not going to be as neat as love, but for now, right off the top of my head, I will say the one is that's knowing what you want to do. That's the controllable right here. That takes care of so much. And why do I say that? Because if you know that this is something that you truly want to do, a lot of the uncontrollables that they do matter, they matter so much less. So much less. Because now the reward is you would still have the hopes, abundant income, financial freedom. That's that's also my goal. That's kind of everyone's goal. It's like a human being goal in the 21st century, and that's great. But does that none of that stuff works though if you don't know what you want to do. Wanting to. That's two words. I had to think about that. Oh God, that's how my brain works. I really had to think about that. That really is two words. So if I'm super simplifying, then the controllable for money, wealth, rich, luxury and lavishness, right? The finer things in life. That's all wanting to. Because you can't have any of that. Not a dime, not a penny, if you don't want to do it. So that's why you would have to know what you want to do. When you really know, oh, this is it for me. And I know that's quite the commitment. It's like, oh, well, what if I choose wrong? Waste my whole life. You have to pick something. And you take your time, not too much, but you give it a good amount of research and whatnot. And it's not even, I would say it's honestly more self-reflection and introspection, just searching in here within yourself, your heart, like thinking about this. Oh, like, does this really resonate with me? Do I really feel like I really connect to this? This is it for me. And I'm good at it too. I'm good at it because I can do it for forever. It's not really work for me like that. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it's work I don't mind. You see? You really like I really please, bro. That difference is crazy. And it's very freeing. My goodness, I don't really care about anything else because my life is it's fine. It could be way better. In fact, I'm gonna make it way better. Oh, let that be the mindset. But it's already a great life if you're able to just do. I want to do this. This is like business, being a creative entrepreneur, crypto, bro. And hey, it's like whatever you really personally believe. This is my ticket to the big bucks, to financial freedom, because I really want to do it, brother. That's it. Then you do it. You just keep going. You just keep going. See, if you're able to say you can just keep going, then right? Oh, the economy is great right now. It's not so great right now. Oh, the market's dope. Oh my God, this market sucks right now. You know, uh, I'm reaching a ton of people right now. Outreach is great. Oh, it's been so dry. Can't really lock in anything with anyone. All of that is to be, yes, again, taken into account. But it matters so much less when what you're doing in life to try to make that money, you're always going to because you want to, because you know this is what you want to do. It you I'm like, these are two examples so far that I've done. Romance, wealth, it's anything, brother. It's anything. This is why I love it. This is what I mean by any man at any level at any time. It's like, wow, life is so, it's a mess. It is all over the place. It's awful. Not having a good time. That's very tragic. It's like, yo, you were born? You were born into this? Into this existence and this universe? Oh, you gotta have a good time. At the very least, you gotta have a good time. To be able to do that, to be able to just operate on this baseline of I'm waking up to a life that I don't mind living. I don't, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm going to take that back because I think we can do better. I actually don't like the way that sounded when I said it. I I can wake up to a life that I love because this is me doing me. This is how I grow. This is how I get better. This is how I try to make it work. That's those are your controllables, brother. I'm going to open it up a little bit now. I'm going to let it like kind of expand. You know, you and I'm sure like the formula is not too deep. I'm sure you see it. I'm sure you see it. So what is just it's not up to me. It's really not up to me. What is up to me? You give everything. You give all your attention, all of you. This is the all in. If you're nervous, we are all human. We're all working with, my mentor always says, we're all working with 24 hours. You only have so much time. You only have so much energy. You can only concentrate for so long. I've, ah, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong. You let me know in the comments below. I believe recently I even saw an actual study done. So the research is coming out now where they're saying after 4 hours of intense, like, okay, but like really, you know what I'm saying? You're going hard. This is like you're not playing around. There's no downtime. I mean, there could be breaks, but the breaks are like less than 15 minutes. I mean, not even, probably maybe like a 5-10 minute break, and not that many, like one or two or something like that. But I think how it's supposed to happen is no breaks. No, it's really just 4 hours in a row. It's 4 solid hours, and you push and you give everything in those 4 hours. Like you kind of go to a different, you know what I mean, bro? You ever like dive into deep work before? And I've heard that this is a great way. Like that's how it should be done. 4 solid hours. The rest of the universe disappears. It's you and your mission, and you go and you lock in 4 hours. After those 4 hours, that's it. The rest of the day should be spent doing other things, not work. They could be work related, right? Because you could. This is just me. This is just me. So okay, don't, all right, don't get in trouble. All right, like out there in the real world with this. But hey, I do believe putting your feet up on a beach with a book or just like some good music with a nice non-alcoholic beverage. I'm on the tube, bro. Okay, so if it's anything other than a non-alcoholic beverage, you know, be responsible, and that's work related because you need that if you want to continue to be able to do work effectively in life. That's what I mean. That's that four. I believe research has actually come out that 4 hours right there. That's solid. That's really good for a human being. Now, hold on. I just can't remember though if the article said that it's supposed to be twice a day. It's supposed to be 4 hours, and you pick 4 hours early morning and then like 4 more hours in the evening. I don't know. But if it's not, then it's just those 4. So that's it. It's not actually Sigma grind hustle culture 24/7. That actually, I feel like that'll ruin your life. Now, though, don't get me wrong. I know there are many, 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 many successful people who did 9 to 12-hour days every single day for years. That's not an exaggeration. If you're built for that, if you can do that, do it. Then you would be exempt. I'm not a man that can do that. Maybe one day. I'm trying to get there. Right now, I'm not. I'm much more. I'm way more of this 4 solid hours guy, and then incorporating everything else that I kind of like that would help me be better at what I'm trying to go for in life for the rest of that time. And I'm really trying to lock that in. That's all within my control. What is not within my control is making sure this is the best possible plan. Knowing that it's fail proof, that it can't go wrong, that I picked the best, that out of the millions, is it maybe it's not billions, that's a really big difference. Millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions. I think I can say that confidently. Up to hundreds of millions of different options of just the life you could lead, of who you could be, of what you could try to do in this one lifetime you get, the one shot you get at existence, and you landed here throughout all of human history. And for us, that's kind of, today, and then everything that's happened prior. But all of human history is also, for as long as we're going to be around, who knows? Who knows? The year 3000, the year 4000, the year 5000, for as long as our descendants will be able to reach in terms of time, could be let's not because that speculation is gonna it's gonna actually it's gonna absolutely uh, drag me into a whole different tangent. Let's just say it could be quite a they could be going for quite a while. You know what I'm saying? Human beings down the line. Oh, that's what I mean by all of human history, all of it, everything that's already happened and will happen. And you and I landed right here. 2025, and for the rest of as long as we're going to be alive. That could be, I'm not, hey bro, don't panic, okay? I just want to remind you, don't worry, it's most likely please trust me, your chances are looking great. Okay, I don't want to give anybody a panic attack or like an anxiety attack or anything like that, but it's facts, and it's good to be aware of because it grounds you, to help us not take all the things we take for granted every single day. I do, you do, everyone does every single day. Okay, it's hard not to. It's a very human thing. That's okay. But once again, it is something within our control to try to remind ourselves. You might not have as much time as you think you do. How about I just put it like that? I won't jinx it. I won't put a number on it. I don't want to speak that on anyone's life. But it might not be as, what I'm saying? Because I don't know how old you are, but if I can safely assume you are a man, and for you and me, it's about 75. We get about 3/4 of a century, and then Father, okay, the Almighty is kind of like, yes, you, that's it. I'm okay. You're clocking out. I'm clocking you out. You okay? Get your butt up here. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. 75 years. 75 years to do it the way you really want to do it. That is completely within your control, because no one will ever be able to take that from you. That's why I can say this to you so emphatically, so passionately. I can tell you, all the control that you really have in your life right now, it's more than enough. It's actually all you need, but it's not easy. It's actually really hard. It is, but it's simple. That's why if it's complex for you right now, It's complicated, you know what I'm saying? It's complicated. It's super messy, all over the place and whatnot. Very discombobulated, as I heard Sherlock Holmes once say in a movie. Look at do these two lists out. Take a little bit of time, open up Notepad, WordPad, you know, a Word document, whatever. It's not even like that anymore. You can just Google a writing pad for free. I think, yeah, there's a bunch. It's like somewhere you can just write on a blank white screen and just do it out. What can I control? What can I not control? Whatever you can't control, I would argue that list is more important because there's going to be so much more in there. It's almost maybe, I mean, possibly, but I doubt it. Usually, there's way more uncontrollables than controllables in life. That's a good thing, because that's more for you to get rid of, for you to unhook from yourself. I don't need this stuff anymore. I'm good. I'm good, bro. Um, all right. This stuff can stay here because I'm going there. I might not make it, but I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna try, and it's that way. So here I go. And it feels so much easier. It feels so much better to go this way without all this freaking stuff, bro. This is a whole lot of unnecessary baggage. You don't need it, bro. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I'm just gonna because I gotta go soon. We almost done here, so I'm gonna just start popping off real quick, and you gotta this happens from time to time. You gotta let me get some things off my chest, and this is really just like, okay, I need her to look like this. I need her to look like this, sound like this, be like this. She needs to be here at this time. Okay, can I run into her at this cafe, because this cafe is close to where I live, so it's really easy for me to get there every single day, and I'll go. And I do go. I'm a big coffee guy. Without coffee, I'm a zombie in the morning. It's actually really bad. I think I'm addicted. And oh, let her be there. Let her be the cashier. Okay, let her be just this perfect, okay, Aphrodite like goddess just for me. Okay, like, no, bro, none of that is controllable. It actually does. I'm laughing because now that I'm saying it, it actually gets quite comical at how much you and I are trying to control when you don't think about it like this. Controllables and uncontrollables. You're bothering yourself with so much stuff you don't need to. Okay, I need her to like me. I need her to be impressed. I need her to laugh at all my jokes. That would actually, uh I think that would actually get scary really fast. You imagine a woman just laughs at everything you say. It's kind of like, I wanted a wife, not Harley Quinn. No, I just be like, it would be weird. I need, I want and I need and I need and I want this and this and that and that. You let you let it all fall to the wayside, to the way to the okay, like down there, like never to be seen again. Okay, this is throw it in the ocean. Throw it in the ocean. You ever see those, in those dramatic scenes, most likely in romantic comedies? It's almost always a ring, and then just like, I hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a pretty bad example for what I'm talking about right now. Mm, Instead of jaded love, you're throwing away things that you shouldn't be worried about. These things, man. It's bigger than women. I just this is a big one for us. It's a big. She is quite the debacle. Okay, baby girl is a problem, right? And you and I were born and we're kind of thrown into that situation with her, and it's like, how do I solve this? This is very. Do I get you food? You know what I mean? Like, should I get you snacks? Like, oh, do you want space? Or I, you're, oh, you're trying to tell the communicate with me? Okay, hold on, let me try to pick this up. The signal, it gets crazy. It gets like really weird with girls. No, bro. I would say you just be you. Just be you, man. Being you is, you got to be confident that it's okay to be you. You got to be really grounded here. You, wherever you go in life, wherever you show up for whoever, you must always maintain this sense of poise. It's a calmness, that there's nothing wrong with you. If people don't like you, that's okay. But do you like you? You will, if you're treating yourself right. That's all it is, bro. It's not. It's not that I'm lying. It's that when I say that's all there is to it, that's all there is to it for you. Life, life, you know, has so much else in store for you and me. And that's kind of what makes it exciting. It's kind of something to be found out. It's something to be experienced. It's when I get there, and I'm going to get there, I'll see what happens. You don't know until you do. I just want you to have the best time going. You will have the best time going when you know what you want to do, when you're treating yourself the best way that you should be. You're giving yourself the nutrients you need, the sunlight you need, the water you need, the exercise you need. You need not an not, it's mandatory, brother. It's mandatory. But if you can get into it, it's good stuff, man. It's excellent. All right. You and I are built for it. All sorts of biological, chemical, neurochemical, okay, reactions in the body that are going to give you major positive feedback loops. It's just like, oh, okay, this is pretty nice. I like this. Okay, I get used to this. Yes, bro. Yes, get used to it because this is your best life. I just want you to see that. It will be. I'm telling you, brother, it will be. You just got to get on your controllables. Just got to get on your controllables. And I really simplified tonight. I mean, when you really do this, you might have several. You probably will have several controllables because it's a lot. Well, I mean, that's when you prioritize, and you prioritize according to what you need right now. Okay, what do you need right now? What's the problem? I don't know what to do. Then the first controllable is Google, YouTube, ChatGPT. Wherever. I mean, you pick your platform nowadays, and take a dive, explore, and look up some stuff, watch some stuff, read some stuff, check out some stuff. You got to look, you got to search, seek in this world of what do you really care about, man? And then you'll land on it eventually. I think I want to do this, and you try. Problem solved. All right. Okay. I know what to do now. And then, right? And then you grow and you progress and you begin to really, and life lives. You are life. And you live it, bro. I'm doing it now. How do I do it really well? How do I make money off of this? How do I take it there? How do I do it like this? How do I do it in a way they're not doing it? How do I? And it keeps going. And it keeps going. And it gets real good. And life gets so much sweeter. And all the while, you'll do it with all of these uncontrollables, just a thing of the past. They don't have anything to do with me because I can't do anything about them. Really hope this helped. And if you need some assistance for anything else, really, that goes into male self improvement, by all means, brother, you check me out. That's what I do here. Talk a little bit about everything and anything that goes into all of this, because you're watching the Pillars of Man, your number one podcast for the best conversations you could find aimed at male self improvement surrounding philosophy, masculinity, wellness, lifestyle. I'm your host, Kumo. I continue to reshape the modern male reality, giving any man who wishes to pull the very best out of himself a way to do that. And you like content like this, hit that subscribe button for me, bro. Give me a like as well. I hope to see you real soon in my next one. But until then, take it easy, take good care of yourself, and I love you so much. Peace.